Welcome to the Art of Money podcast with Art McPherson.
Thanks for listening to the Art of Money podcast, artofmoneyradio.com for more information or to schedule that initial consultation. Appreciate you subscribing. Now, let's get to the show. A lot of news over the past couple of weeks. Art McPherson, we're big country music fans surrounding Jason Aldea and his new song, Try That in a Small Town.
Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care.
I mean, personally, take away the message, I think it's a pretty good song.
Oh, it's a great song. I just think the fact that he was showing some of the videos from, some of the protests that we had, I think that's what probably started the controversy first, not the words itself.
Right. And, he says a line in there. He just talks about wanting to take care of the community. And I've thought about you guys, too, because, that's essentially the team of the McPherson Financial Group. You live here, you work here, you play here on the Space Coast. Your ultimate mission is to take care of the community, Art McPherson.
Absolutely. We want our clients that have lived here for maybe 10, 15, 20 years to be able to retire here in kind of what we call paradise here in Florida and enjoy that retirement in the next 20, 25 years with their kids and their grandkids. So making sure they can ride out into the sunset and have that retirement of their dreams and really accomplish those things they wanted to do. By the way, when we're in Nashville and we're going to be at the bar there for Jason Aldea,
yes, sir.
We also got our buddy Gary LaVox is going to be singing to us out there.
Our buddy? No. Let's be honest. Luke, I did not realize that Gary LaVox, lead singer of Rascal Flatts, and Art McPherson, they're just not like contacts. Yeah, I've got his email address. They're texting each other like, hey, buddy, what you doing? How's
They are. They have common interests in motorcycles and cars and golf and hunting and fishing. And, Gary's a cool guy. I got to meet him as well.
Going back to the Jason Aldea, we did have a chance to sit down with Jason Aldea. And he talked about, and especially in times like this, the importance of having a team and surrounding yourself with people that you trust.
That's the key to any successful business, whether that be my music career and my team as far as that goes with management, my producers and my record company and publicists and just all the people that are involved in that. So surrounding yourself with the right team, the right people that have the same vision as you, that's the key.
I really like what he was talking about there when we had met with him before. A team, right? And the team has to have your vision. So what is your vision of retirement? You want to make sure you have a company behind you that gets that. Why would we not want you to take money out and use it for retirement income and doing those things for your kids and grandkids? Or you at a firm that tells you, no, you can't do that. No, you can't pull money out. No, you can't. And the reason they don't want you pulling money out is because they're making money off of the money, right? So we do not do that. We want to make sure our clients have a wonderful retirement and are super happy and are able to have the retirement of their dreams. That's our goal for them.
So every week here on The Art of Money, our goal is to educate and inform the public as they approach retirement. Well, Jason Aldea, we asked him about some advice, some education, but to the young adults.
One thing I've learned from, kind of just talking to young people, I have a daughter now that's 19 years old. She's in college, and it's just like, I think for a lot of them, they don't really know what they want to do, and so they kind of jump all over the place. And I guess that was one thing I was kind of fortunate enough to really know what I wanted to do. And, I never really got off track with that. Music was my thing. That's what I wanted to do. And I say that. I mean, if you find something you want to do and, go to the wall for it. My dad was always kind of one of those guys that would say, like, they're not going to come knock on your door and say, hey, we want to sign you to a deal. Like, you got to go get it. And so that just kind of always stuck with me, and to go out. And it was always like, I may not be the best singer. I may not be the best entertainer. I may not be the best at these things, but nobody's going to outwork me. That I can assure you. And so that was just kind of always my mentality of work as hard as I could to be as good as I could be at what I was doing. And that was just kind of something I think that was instilled in me a long time ago. And I think that holds true.
Nobody's ever accused you, Art McPherson, of not having a work ethic.
Work hard to play hard.
Amen.
And I think there's a lot of truth in that. When you listen to what he's saying there, you see that happen a lot in sports where guys are super gifted, super talented, but they don't really work as hard as some of the other guys that aren't as gifted and talented. And then those guys are the ones that end up being in the NFL. So, you've got to put in that time. You got to put in that work because that's what bears fruit in the long run.
Here he is talking about how he keeps his kids grounded.
It's tough. It's something that I kind of think about a lot, and my wife and I talk about. And I think it's really just trying to explain it to them that, this is not normal, and I want them to know what it's like to not that they ever will know what it's like not to be them, but to kind of know what normal feels like a little bit, because as much as I wanted this, they were kind of born into it. And so I think for us, it's just really trying to, to instill that thing of like, hey, be grateful for what you have. We're lucky to have the things we have. This is not a given. It can go away at any moment. That's something that I think we've always kind of preached to them.
Well, I think there's a lot of truth there too. I mean, he's at kind of the pinnacle of a career, right? Where you're making life-changing money. However, it could change at any moment. So don't expect us to be in a multi-million-dollar home your whole life. That could change at any moment. If all of a sudden dad's songs aren't making the money they're making today, you may see us living in a normal house in a normal environment again. So I think just that's a healthy perspective. When you are doing retirement savings and when you are doing long-term planning, you want to make sure you're accounting for good market cycles, but bad market cycles and average market cycles. You want to include all that in there. You cannot assume we're going to have 15, 20% every year. That's not going to happen. We're going to have those years where we have losses like last year. Now, Luke and I didn't expect the worst bond market in the last 100 years last year, but those kind of things will happen. So you just have to be prepared for whatever we go through, and then make sure that your investments have the ability to ride through those type of events.
It's important also, Luke McCarty, your kids to understand that even though you're a multi-millionaire, that they need to stay grounded as well.
Yes. Let me say this on the radio for my boys, Jack, Graham, and Nate. Be thankful for that 2008 golf cart in the garage. But that was my joke from Jason Aldea. But that was really good to hear him talk about, staying grounded and the way he at least, portrays his family.
Thanks for listening. Want more from Art McPherson of McPherson Financial Group? Find us online at artofmoneyradio.com.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Securities offered through World Equity Group, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Investment advisory services offered through ProStatus Group, LLC. McPherson Financial Group and ProStatus Group, LLC are separate entities and are not owned or controlled by World Equity Group, Inc. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Investment financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. Art McPherson is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Arthur McPherson. Florida Insurance License number A174. 725.
Today's show has been a work of art.